The Federal Privacy Council presents Privacy Impact Assessments. A privacy impact assessment is one of the most valuable tools federal agencies use to ensure accountability, manage privacy risks, coordinate with stakeholders, and increase transparency. In this tutorial, we'll cover what privacy impact assessments are, when federal agencies conduct them, who should be involved, and how PIAs create transparency. First, let's talk about what a PIA is. Let's go back to 2002. The E-Government Act became law, and it requires federal agencies to conduct PIAs for electronic information systems and collections. Federal agencies conduct PIAs to identify, document, and manage privacy risk. A PIA is both an analysis of how information is handled and a formal document detailing the process and outcome of the analysis. PIAs also inform the public about agencies' handling of information. Through PIAs, agencies ensure compliance with privacy-related legal, regulatory, and policy requirements, determine privacy risks of handling the information, and examine and evaluate ways to mitigate potential privacy risks. PIAs address the handling of information about people. The E-Government Act refers to information in identifiable form, more commonly, and in this video, we refer to personally identifiable information, or PII. PII is any information that can be used to identify an individual, either alone or when combined with other information that is linked or linkable to that specific individual. Information that initially is not PII can become PII whenever additional information becomes available, in any medium and from any source, that would make it possible to identify an individual. For example, a zip code alone may not be PII. However, it would be if there's other information that would help identify someone, such as if only one patient in a research study lives in that zip code. Any records that list that patient's zip code, even without other identifying information, can be linked to that individual. Next, let's talk about when PIAs are required. Generally, PIAs are required before agencies develop, procure, or use IT to create, collect, use, process, store, maintain, disseminate, disclose, or dispose of PII. The analysis conducted through PIAs continues throughout the life cycles of information systems and PII. Therefore, PIAs are ongoing processes and living documents. Agencies are required to update them whenever changes to the agency's practices, information technology, or other factors alter the associated privacy risks. So far in this tutorial, we've covered what a PIA is and when one might be required. Next, we'll cover what should be included in a PIA and who should be involved in the analysis. Agencies may use their own templates when documenting a PIA, but should consult OMB guidance on what information to include. Generally, the PIA documents the agency's analysis of what information the agency is collecting, why they're collecting the information, the intended use of the information, who the information will be shared with, how the information is secured, whether a system of records is being created, and how people approve or decline the use of their information. As agencies conduct PIAs, they should consider the Fair Information Practice Principles, also known as FIPS. The FIPS were created to inform how entities handle personal information. These widely accepted principles have informed laws and policies around the world. Agencies should apply them to their particular missions and privacy program requirements. For example, when agencies consider minimization, they might ask, does this system maintain only the information necessary for its authorized purpose and for only as long as necessary? Next, let's talk about who is involved in conducting a PIA. An agency's privacy office should work closely with partners from across the agency to conduct a meaningful PIA. Key stakeholders include program managers, information system owners, as well as IT, security, legal, and records management officials. Each role can contribute to a comprehensive assessment of privacy risks. Also, collaboration across the agency on a PIA benefits all members of the team by orienting them around a shared vision of how they will carry out the mission and a shared understanding of the privacy impacts of such activities. Lastly, let's discuss how PIAs can increase transparency around agency information management practices. PIAs also serve a public notice function. Information in PIAs that can be released to the public is made available on the privacy program page on the agency's public website. This documentation must use plain language that makes it clear how the agency handles PII. And it should have enough detail to show the agency considered privacy risk from the earliest stages and throughout the entire lifecycle of a program or IT system. In this way, federal agencies increase transparency around how they handle PII and help ensure that they remain accountable over time. Congratulations! You now know the basics of privacy impact assessments. For more information, visit fpc.gov.